Well, I'd like to welcome you to FBC Hamlin's first worship confessional of 2009. Hope that you enjoy watching these throughout the year and get to know a little bit about our church, a little bit about how we worship and what we're doing. First off, we need to explain what a worship confessional is. And that's kind of where I go through and list off the songs that we've done during the week and let you know how I feel like things went, maybe how they could have been better, or was it a good selection, but just kind of to talk to you about the process, about what I went through in selecting them and understanding about each one of the songs. Also, you can comment on these. Please comment on them and let me know what you think about the worship service that week, about what my thoughts were, but just to start a conversation, whether you're a worship leader from another church or you're a member of First Baptist Hamlin. I would love to hear from you on these. So with all that in mind, let's start. The beginning of this particular day, we're actually going over rising above the level of mediocrity. Was kind of the was what our pastor's sermon series is. It's and this week he did excellence rests on personal commitment, and what is our personal commitment to God? So my first thing that we have been doing is praying for God to give us wisdom on the way that He wants us to go. And so my first want was for us to ask God, and we sang, "Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open our eyes, Lord, and open my eyes that I may see." Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Went, I think, okay. I didn't feel like people plugged into it as much as they had in the past. Open our eyes, Lord, people plugged into it a little bit more. And obviously I messed up on the beginning of open my eyes that I may see. But the body really did a great job of backing me up and plugging things in and helping that particular song to do a better job. I really hate messing up like that, but I know sometimes those things happen, but I have a hard time with that because this is my time to give back to God, and I was distracted, and something I don't like to have happen. Carol Jo Warner, she did a fantastic job of bringing us back to where we needed to be with her offertory. She did just a wonderful job on the piano. I was very proud of her, and that just brought us into a more contemplative time with "As the Deer," which is a song that First Baptist Hamlin loves to do and does a great job with. And then we did "Make Me a Servant, I Give All to You," and then finally with the hymn "I Surrender All." And the middle two, "Make Me a Servant, I Give All to You," I think they went all right. I'm not sure we're plugging into those as much as we did when we first brought them back out a few months ago, but I think "I Surrender All," it was a song specifically this week that people plugged into really well, and I felt like that went really well. I sang a special this week that I hope that we're able to use more in later weeks. We did "Your Name," the Paul Baloche, Britton Brown song. I think it's a fantastic song, and especially the words that they wrote. I think is something that we can be singing in our churches and hopefully in FBC Hamlin for weeks and months to come. And then we closed after Brother Donnie's sermon with "Surrender." And while I don't know whether we plugged into the singing it, I didn't feel like people sang it as well as they have in the past this week. I really feel like the words made an impact because they fit so well with what Brother Donnie was saying and giving a commitment, just as "I Surrender All" did. I really feel like that made an impact, and I feel like the Spirit took the plans and did more with it than I could have wanted to do with it. Again, I hope I'm able to do more songs that people are able to plug into. And then we closed the morning with "Make Me a Servant," and hopefully that was a song that has been sticking with people during their week. Again, please let me know how you think things went, if you remember the body, and I'd love to hear questions and comments and other things that you might be able to tell me. Again, this is our first worship confessional for 2009, and there'll be more coming up, especially next week, which is our Disciple Now weekend, where our youth praise band will be leading a lot of stuff. So it's going to be a much more contemporary weekend, but I think it'll be a lot of fun for everybody. So God bless you. Have a great week, and keep singing.